Welcome to Decide and Do with JW. This is the very first video that I get to upload to my newly created YouTube channel, where my goal is to inspire, motivate, and make you, the viewer, realize that anything you put your mind to, you truly can accomplish, and it's not just one of those cheesy punchlines. So what if I was to tell you that life is as simple as two words? Decide and do. My life's philosophy, honestly, is that easy. I decide on what it is that I want to accomplish, and then I accomplish it by doing it. Now, there's a portion in between that I'm going to explain that helps you get from the decide part all the way to the end point. In that decide and do are three main characters. But first, you have to decide. So what do you want to do in life? What is your goal? What is your dream? What is it that you want to accomplish? You make that decision. Big or small, it's yours to make. Now, the three things in between the decide and the do, the very first one is setting out a path. You have to set out a path from how you are going to get from point A all the way to that end result. It's not like I want to be an astronaut and then all of a sudden I'm an astronaut. That's not how this works. I got to set out on that path and look at every little thing that I have to accomplish to get from my decision to that end result. Second thing, never accept failure. Don't do it. You can't. You can never accept failure. With that though, you have to realize that you're going to fail. I know that might sound weird, but you have to understand that you're going to fail at something. Every single individual in this world has failed. Every great individual in this world has failed even more. But the difference between those that have and those that haven't, right, are the failure portion. Every great individual that has gotten to where they wanted to be has failed at something. The difference, though, is they have not accepted the failure. They have not accepted what they couldn't get over. They have not accepted what they could not get past. Right? So failing is one thing. Becoming a failure is a totally different thing. If I try something 100 times and I fail 100 times and I don't try 101, I've accepted failure and this is over. But if I try something 100 times and on that 101st time when I try and I accomplish it, although I failed 100 times, at the end of the day, I accomplished what I wanted to. So understanding that you're going to fail, but never accepting failure. Third, by doing all of that and changing your failures into accomplishments, you also change your mindset in from thinking that you can't to thinking that you can. So changing your mindset is everything. Everything you need to do to make yourself successful in life, you have to change that mindset. If you don't, it's not going to work. And then lastly, getting to that do part. If you've set out on a path, never accepted failure, changed your mindset, you now can get to that do portion. So if I wanted to become an astronaut and I set out on a path, I did everything there, I failed at some stuff, I never accepted failure, I changed my mindset, I know that I can because all of the successes that I had along that path, I think completely different because my mindset is completely different. Because I think that I can do things instead of thinking that I can't do them like I used to be. I get to the do part and now I'm an astronaut. And you don't stop at the do part as getting and becoming an astronaut and putting on that suit. You do the do part as getting to the moon, circling the earth, that kind of do to the astronaut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to explain my story and how I changed my mindset and why my life's philosophy truly is now decide and do. Interaction between me and you, you can leave comments, you can email me, whatever it is, I will back and forth, all right? So I'm 32 years old. I'll be 33 this year. My life's philosophy for decide and do has only changed in the last 5 years. And I'll be honest, what I personally have been able to accomplish in the last 5 years, although not monetary, I am the happiest man alive. Couldn't be happier. I have all kinds of different great things in my life. wife, kids, a job that I don't even consider a job, I consider a lifestyle, family and friends that I could not be happier with. But it's because I changed my mindset in the last 5 years and I got rid of all the crap prior to that that has been able to help me get to where I am and make me also realize that my future is beyond bright. Anything and everything that I want to do, all the goals that I already have, I know that I'm going to go ahead and be able to accomplish them. But one of my big goals in life is also to give back. This is the way that I believe is the best to give back. Make you, the viewer, realize that you're worth something. Make you, the viewer, realize that an average individual just like me can be happy in life, do what they want to do in life, accomplish what they want to accomplish in life based off of 2 words and a life's philosophy of deciding and doing. So the next video I upload is going to be a follow-on of what we talked about tonight, but in a more in-depth discussion. I'm going to break down each one of the things that we talked about into its own video. So the very first one after this will be decide, followed on by setting out on a path, never accepting failure, changing your mindset, and then finally doing. So therefore we can have that conversation and I can be as detailed as possible with you. So therefore we take it from step 1, decide, all the way to that end result, which is do. Until then, thanks for listening.